Makes just as much sense that way, though, if you think about it. But congratulations to Miss P. Miss P is the big winner. What an unbelievable honor for a creature that does not care about any of this at all. Hey, Little Caesars, you know the pizza chain, Little Caesars, they're about to deliver a new culinary delight. It's called the bacon-wrapped crust deep dish pizza. It's a pizza with 3.5 feet of bacon wrapped around the crust. I can't help but think this is some kind of sting operation to help the police find out who's smoking pot in the neighborhood. The pizza will be available nationwide starting on Monday. I think we've reached the point as Americans that where normal pizza has become too healthy for us. Regular pizza is now salad compared to pizza wrapped in bacon. So we had to up the ante. You know, I've seen some of the ads they've been running to promote this pizza. I have to say, I give them a lot of credit for their unorthodox approach.
War, terror, drought, environmental destruction. Introducing the bacon-wrapped crust deep dish pizza from Little Caesars. 'Cause what the hell? Pizza.
Right, that's it. Will not stop. So we've created a pizza that leaps out of the box and pulls our hearts directly out of our chests. You know, it's Fashion Week in New York this week. It's one of 2 New York Fashion Weeks every year, during which the world's biggest designers descend to unveil their latest looks, their latest outfits. Tomorrow's the final day of Fashion Week, and also tomorrow, Adobe Photoshop is turning 25 years old. You know, 25 years ago, if you wanted to ride on top of a lion for your Christmas card, you had to actually ride on top of a lion. But then Adobe came up with Photoshop, and millions of lives have been saved as a result of this. And, you know, some of these fashions at Fashion Week are crazy. It's hard to tell if they're real or not. So we had some of the guys in our graphics department make some fake ones using Photoshop. See if you can tell if this is Fashion Week or Photoshop, as we call it, okay? Here we go. This is a dress that says fat on it. Fashion Week or Photoshop? All right, let's have a look. That one is Photoshop. You're incorrect. All right, we'll try again. Next, we have an outfit made out of what appears to be rags from under the sink. Is this Fashion Week or Photoshop? We're mixed on this one. Well, let's see. That is from Fashion Week. That's it. All right, here's another. You can see this is the very latest in malaria wear. Is this Fashion Week or Photoshop? That is from Fashion Week. Yes, that actually happened. Here's another. This is for, I don't know, the modern member of the Klan. Is this Fashion Week or Photoshop? Photoshop? Well, that is actually Fashion Week. That's real. And it's coming to the Gap. This is a dress made entirely out of bubble wrap. Is this Fashion Week or Photoshop? Photoshop, some fashion. That one is Photoshop, yes. But give them a year. It's not a bad idea. This is an outfit. This next one that looks like it might tickle a little bit. Fashion Week or Photoshop? Yeah, well, obviously they didn't kill Elmo. That one is Photoshop. But not a bad idea. And finally, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what we are looking at here. Is this Fashion Week or Photoshop? That is Fashion Week. We did nothing to alter that. So happy birthday, Photoshop. We've never been more confused, and it's all thanks to you. This is weird, too. This is, there's a strange nutritional trend that is making its way around the world of bodybuilding right now. Some weightlifters are drinking human breast milk, which is just the thing for the bodybuilder who wants to seem even more creepy than bodybuilders already do. Apparently, they believe that breast milk builds bigger muscles, which makes no sense, by the way. Babies drink breast milk, and they can barely hold their heads up. But if you think about it, it does make sense because, well, it is kind of weird. We get grossed out by the idea of drinking human breast milk, but drinking breast milk from a cow is perfectly okay, right? Although I am glad we make that distinction for meat. Yes? Where are they getting breast milk from? Are infants being shoved aside by these bodybuilders? And after the bodybuilders drink it, does someone have to pick them up and burp them, or how does that work? Why do I get the feeling Arnold Schwarzenegger started this? This is good. I went to, I found this on YouTube. A guy, I guess, went to a soccer match, and I believe this happened in Turkey, and the security guard noticed that he was a little bulky around the stomach and the chest, so he had the guy take off his jacket, and he as you can see here, he found not just one beer, not just a six-pack of beer, but he pulled beer after beer after beer. I like how his friends are just standing there as if they had no idea this was going on. And more and more. It appears that he had a full case of beer strapped to his body. which means a party in the guard shack after the game, I guess. Now, this is how you go through security. This is from an airport. This guy does not have any beer on him at all, and he will soon not have any clothes on at all either. He takes, well, I don't know, he takes everything off. And the best part is the airport security guys don't seem to have a problem with it. They're just watching as if it happens all the time. Okay, no beep, yep, you're clear, you're fine. Nothing wrong with you at all. Other passengers will be perfectly safe with you on board. As I'm sure you're aware, this is, this month, February, is Black History Month. Did you know that, Guillermo?
Yes.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Do they have Black History Month in Mexico?
No, we don't have it.
You don't have it? Well, maybe so when next time you go back and visit, you will tell them about it, and perhaps they'll pick up on it.
All right, I'll tell him.
Okay, thank you. I just like to see if you're paying attention sometimes, that's all.
No, I am. I'm just drunk right now.
Oh, you're drunk? Are you really? I apologize. I didn't mean to talk to you. I didn't.
It's okay. But
You really are hammered, aren't you?
A little bit.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Nothing. I haven't drank for like 2 or 3 days, so...
Oh, my God. You're lucky to be alive.
It's okay.
Oh, so it's been a few days.
Yeah.
When you say 2 or 3 days, has it been 2 or 3?
No, 2.
It has been 2.
Yes.
All right. So you had a couple of...
Yeah.
Did you drink by yourself or with someone else?
No, just for myself.
Well, he's at work.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Anyway, I thought this was interesting. According to a recent analysis of social networks, while black people have an average of 8 white friends, white people, each white person has an average of only 1 black friend. The study also found that around 75% of white people have no black friends at all, which is crazy, right? I mean, I think we would all be better off if we had friends of a variety of races. It helps everybody to get to know each other. So I got together with a friend of mine, Anthony Anderson, who you know from the show Blackish, which was on earlier tonight here on ABC. Anthony and I have been friends for almost 12 years. We met on this show, but not everyone has a show to meet on. So we put our heads together, and we developed a new app that I think has the potential to change everything. Take a look.
Are you white? Are all your friends white? From the creators of Grindr, Tinder, Blender comes Brother, the app that lets you meet black people in your area.
There are no black people nearby.
No black people? No problem. Brother has turn-by-turn directions to where black people live. Just stay out of the hood when sun goes down. Respect. And when it comes time to meet, Brother will give you the vocabulary you need to make the right connection.
Hey! What's up, mother...
Nothing, just having a cappuccino.
Did you see that bitch with that fat ass?
I did see that bitch. Having a black friend will make you the envy of even your whitest friends.
You know, I was just telling my friend Latrell, I said, Latrell, what is the dealio?
Oh, there he is. Hey.
Say something black.
OJ's innocent. I
He's the real deal. He's the real deal.
When it's time to bridge the racial divide, you need Brother. The app that
Sure,
helps
you're
you...
going to need to put your hands against the wall,
Oh,
please.
hell no. Whatever this time.
It's okay, officer. He's my friend. My black friend.
Brother, your black friend is just a download away. Jim, thanks for getting me out of that jail.
My pleasure.
That happening all the time.
I know it does, and it's weird.
Brother, we've got your black.
We solved racism. Finally. Hey, we have a good show for you tonight. We have music from Rascal Flatts. Gillian Jacobs is here with us, and we'll be right back with Neil Patrick Harris, so stick around. And then later, this is their latest album. It's called Rewind. Rascal Flatts from the AT&T stage. You can see Rascal Flatts live, by the way, in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino from February 25th to March 24th. Tomorrow night on the show, Kelly Ripa will be here. Kelly Michael, you know, do a show the morning after the Oscars every year. From Scandal, Joshua Molina will join us. We'll have music from Gorgon City with Jennifer Hudson. And on Sunday night, it's our big show of the year. This is the show on which we debut the Handsome Men's Club. I'm effing Ben Affleck. Movie the Movie, Movie the Movie 2, be chanting all over your Tatum. It is our 10th annual Jimmy Kimmel Live After the Oscars special. The one and only John Travolta will be here with us. And we have a major presentation that I think you'll enjoy very much. So please join us for that. That is Sunday night after the Oscars and your late local news. Our first guest tonight is a man with even more talents than he has names. He won a Tony and multiple Emmys. He even won an Emmy for the Tonys. That is how amazing he is. And Sunday night, he is host of the Oscars live at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on ABC. Please say hello to Neil Patrick Harris. Very good to see you. And also to say, we're dressed the same too. Yes. We wore the same suit here tonight.
Happy Gray Suit Wednesday.
Hey, thanks for coming over because I know that you're very, very busy right now.
We're knee-deep in Oscar prep.
Have you started working on the show yet?
That happens in a couple days, right?
Yeah, I guess like maybe Saturday morning you probably want to get up around 10 and...
There's a guy with cue cards, right?
Something like
I just
that.
read stuff that's
You just
on...
read whatever's on the card and you'll be fine.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Everything going all right? Everything going well?
Yeah. Ish.
Do you feel like it's hard now because there's so many award shows and all that stuff before the Oscars?
Well, that's just the problem. Is I've known that I've been hosting for months, and we've been looking at the zeitgeist and the culture of film and the year in film. So you can't really make plans until the nominations come out.
Right.
But then from that point, you start writing jokes and creating content. But then the Golden Globes happen, and so anything that Amy and Tina say that's super duper funny, you're damn it. And you scratch those ones off.
You're sitting there hoping they say nothing.
Say nothing.
Right.
And then you're watching something else, a late night talk show, and a great bit that you were sort of going to do then happens to be done by someone else.
Oh,
so you're
terrific.
You're the last end. You're the last. You're the last hurdle in the award show.
That's how the Oscars
marathon.
like it. It's it's like the crumbs, is what it is. Yeah, yeah. You don't have that.
It's
with the
weird, right?
Emmys.
Because it's the crumbs in one way, and yet it's the big one.
It's the
in
wedding
another way.
cake, is really what it is. It's not the crumbs by any stretch.
I'm concerned and always pondering what the right thing to do.
And
Whether
then
it's to be too caustic, too
right.
acerbic. Do you make jokes at people because they're funny, even if they're funny jokes, or because they're nominated for an Academy Award and they're there, it's a special night, they don't really want to be made fun of.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
That. But if you don't do that at all, are you being too saccharine? I don't quite know.
The audience wants you to be mean, and the people in the room don't
But you to be
necessarily
nice.
want you to be mean. Yeah, it's just a
That's
wonderful
true.
situation.
So we have a bit of all of it.
And you also will, I imagine, if anything happens over the next few days, you'll then have you'll have to put something together for that.
Honestly, Jimmy, that's what I'm hoping for. Is a scandal.
Yeah.
This
All right.
week?
Maybe you could get caught not being gay or something like that. You get caught with like,
Wait,
hot shit. That would be a hell of a thing.
but I tried that in Gone Girl, and how that
By the way, you were great in that movie. I thought you were fantastic in that movie. You really were.
I love that movie
Did you
very
think, hey, maybe I'll be hosting and nominated for an Oscar this year?
I didn't think that I would be nominated at all, but as I was making the movie, I thought for sure that the movie would get nominated, and I thought David Fincher certainly deserves to get nominated. So I was thrilled that Rosamund Pike got the nomination for Best Actress, and I think she's amazing, but I just love that movie.
She could be the one we go to right there. I mean, that could be the one we make the scandal. I mean, we got to make something happen. Or maybe we can get Kim Jong-un to hack somebody's more emails. That would be nice, a nice little nugget for you.
Yeah, boy, that's the comedy that keeps on I was actually so happy that Amy and Tina went full North Korea in the Golden Globes comedy.
Are you scared? Are you nervous about him?
As a person?
Well, as a threat, yeah. I mean, just as a threat. Do you feel like, oh,
No,
boy.
but I do feel like a lot of those jokes have already been told by a lot
I
of
see.
people.
I
so
got you.
thankfully, they were pretty heavy on that end, so I was kind of like, good, I'm clean.
And nothing happened to them. Yeah, I guess is the way to go. You've done so many of these award shows. When you are at them and you meet the people there, is there anybody like that you can like think of that you were like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here with this person? Because that is a place where people congregate from all different walks of show business.
Yeah, for sure. I'm most intimidated, I think, by the director people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the actor people are fun, but the director people stare at you like you're auditioning.
Oh, do you feel that? Yeah. They're sizing you up?
Yeah, it's cool to see Brad Pitt. Oh my gosh, that's Brad Pitt. But when next to him is Steven Spielberg and he's giving you the...
Has anything bad happened when you've hosted an award show? Have there been has there been tumult?
The first time I hosted the Tonys was the same year they did a big, giant opening number without me, and I was backstage, and that was the year that Rock of Ages, the musical, was up for a bunch of awards, and Bret Michaels accidentally turned too late, and a set piece was coming down and hit him in the head, and it knocked him flat. And I was super convinced that he was really, really hurt. Like I thought, I screamed back, said, "Oh no!" and immediately I turned back and I'm saying, "Is he all right? Is he all right? Is he okay? Someone tell me, is he okay?" Because I thought it was bad. I thought his skull had been crushed or something. Like he'd turned, "Bye everybody,"
That's
and he went
that's
back and boom, hit
Yeah.
his head and went back. And then what do you do? That was my biggest fear, was if something really bad had happened. Death, obviously the worst case scenario,
Yes,
and
yes.
thankfully he was all right. But even if he was really hurt,
Yeah.
we're at the beginning of a 3-hour show about Broadway musicals and plays. So do you just mop up the floor and keep going? Or do you have to stop and say, I have to tell, like Walter Cronkite style, something terrible has gone wrong,
Wow.
and we'll do the Tonys another night?
I don't know. I think it depends on who it is. I think it was, I really do.
Where do you draw the line?
Well, it's the Tony Awards, I mean, if like something happened to Hugh Jackman, yeah, you stop the show, that's the end of it. But Bret Michaels, I don't think there's a lot of, I mean, listen, it's not exactly hairband territory, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Every rose has his thorn.
Hey, I'll be right across the street. Neil Patrick Harris is here. We'll be right back.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by smooth and crunchy Butterfinger peanut butter cups. It's a different kind of peanut butter cup.
Host of the Academy Awards, Neil Patrick Harris. Not only are you hosting this big award show, but you're doing your own variety show coming up pretty soon.
I am,
I saw
yeah.
a promo for that.
Indeed, yeah.
You love that, right? Variety shows. That's your.
I've always been a fan of Carol Burnett and Ed Sullivan, and I think doing something, it's going to be 10 weeks in a row this fall, live, and people that are in the audience may be part of the show and won't know it, and we'll go into great lengths to have people be surprised when things happen. There's some game showish elements to it, so people can win lots of prizes. There's
that's
hidden
fun.
camera things. It's kind of a bunch of different random stuff.
Will you have a
together, so.
nasty British judge sitting in the middle to throw people off?
No, thankfully not. I'm a massive fan of variety acts, as you know. I do magic, and I love
Yeah, you
juggling
do
and
that.
circus, and I like all of those people that do a singular thing unbelievably well that you wouldn't otherwise get to see. So we'll showcase some of that, but...
You were telling me once, I think you were at my house, and you told me a story about this room you have in your house here in LA with all your magic paraphernalia, all your stuff.
Yeah.
Now you moved to New York. Do you have a room like that at your place in New York?
Totally.
Oh, you do? And what is this one like? Because the last one sounded pretty fantastic.
This one's great. There's it has a secret door to get in, so there's a big magic poster on the wall, and then there's a smaller magic poster on the side, and that's of a magician, and one of his eyes is a button. And you don't know, it's all, you wouldn't ever know, but when you push the button, it opens the door, and then you can go in, and then I have a bunch of magic props and...
Do your kids realize they're the luckiest kids in the world?
Well, the reason I had to do that was because our kids are 4, and it's all night. I have collect antique magic kits and things like that, and so it's the room that they're not allowed in.
Yeah, right.
And so to have the ability, they can't open it until they're 9 or 10 and able to reach the button.
Kids, you know that room with all the most fun stuff? That's the one you're not allowed into.
So that
This is something that
I love the Scooby-Doo. I love that Scooby-Doo stuff, the secret doors. I wanted it to be.
I love that too.
I wanted it to be a candlestick, and you pulled the candlestick.
Yeah.
And you heard zoinks. While it opened.
We weren't able to get that
I didn't
together.
get that. Couldn't
You know
do the
what?
audio
It seems like the producers of the Oscars should hook that up with you for a gift.
Like wow, Scoob.
Hey,
And then it opens up.
I want to show something because I'm having a hard time even like kind of
Oh,
understanding
this just happened.
So this is a picture of you outside Madame Tussauds, except that is not you. That's a wax figure.
Yeah, I got to do a wax figure myself. I didn't do it personally, but it was at Madame Tussauds.
That's
in
free.
Orlando.
That is the best one I've
I
ever
find
seen.
it a little. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, man, it looks just like you, doesn't it?
I feel like one of the eyes is crossed.
Yeah, well, yeah, one of the eyes is a
I
little
look
bit
a little like Barney Stinson by way of Columbo.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. Do you have one of those?
No, they don't care about me.
That's totally not true.
That
It's a
is
very
true.
crazy experience. You go in for half a day, and they put you on a Lazy Susan, and you stand there, and you have to make whatever expression you're going to make. And then they take a high image photo, and then they rotate it 10 degrees, and then they do it again 10 degrees, and they keep taking pictures all the way around.
Are you
360.
naked when you're doing this?
Completely naked.
That's unbelievable.
And aroused
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire time.
There you go. Well, you know what? That's maybe something you work into your open at the Oscars. You next to the statue, spinning around, fully aroused.
That would be one big opening.
Sunday night, folks. Neil Patrick Harris. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Thanks for break a leg. We'll be right back.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
As we mentioned, the Oscars are happening right here in Hollywood on Sunday nights, and time to see all the nominated films is running out. So to help you narrow it down to the movies that you really need to see, so you understand what's going on in the show, I asked our friend Yaya to review some of them for us. Yaya, if you don't know Yaya, his passion in his life is strong-arming celebrities into taking pictures with him, but he loves movies too, and tonight he gives us his insights into Best Picture nominee, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Here's Yaya talking about the movie.
Talking? Action. I'm talking about the movie Hotel Bodvari. I don't know the movie. Talk about the hotel in the mountain, and the guy, I think he married all the women. She's very rich, and he take everything from her. And they have the young boy. He look like a Snoop Dogg millionaire. He's a young boy. And the people in the movie, I got like 8 people photo up with him. The first guy with the papillon like me. I have picture with him and he's young, real fancy. And I got the guy in the movie Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum. He's in the movie Flight. I have that movie. And the guy next to him, Edward Brody, you know the guy that have big noise. I got picture with him. The guy is J-Lou. Jacques Lou. He's good, man. I got picture with him. And the guy I got him, Harvey Cocktail. I got the guy is Wayne Willis. He did the movie with Jackie Chan, you know, like cowboy. He's good actor. And the hotel in the mountain in the snow. And I don't understand the story. And watch the movie. Maybe you understand better from me. And good luck. That's I don't understand what the story is.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by smooth and crunchy Butterfinger Peanut Butter Cups. It's a different kind of peanut butter cup.
Very busy person right now. She's on the show Community. She is in the movie Hot Tub Time Machine 2. And you can see her steal Adam from Hannah on Girls, which airs Sundays on HBO. Please welcome Gillian Jacobs. Well, thank you. You know, I have to be honest, I've had a hard time with your name all day because it's, you know, it's G-I-L-L-I-N, and I want to say Jillian, but it's Gillian.
It's Gillian.
Yeah. And the last name doesn't make it easier.
No good at all.
Yeah.
Gillian Jacobs. It's just a mess.
It must be a constant problem for you throughout your life.
It's a minute-to-minute problem for me, frankly. Yeah, my mom saddled me with this name that no one can pronounce or understand, and I'm left to go through the world defending it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, I guess you don't think of when you're in the hospital and they say, hey, what's the baby's name? And you go, hey, this is like, oh, this is going to come up now constantly.
Yeah, and when you have a weird name, people get borderline aggressive with you about it. Like, they're sort of mad that my name is Gillian and not Jillian.
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, ask my mom. I didn't have any part in this.
Give me a break. Yeah. You made a video with your mom, an Instagram video.
Yes.
Who shot the video?
I shot the video.
Okay, all right. Now, okay, well, let's watch this.
Great. Once and for all, why'd you name me Gillian and not Jillian? I got a names book from the library. I liked G-I-L-L-I-A-N, Scott. But why Gillian and not Jillian? I didn't know how to pronounce the damn word.
The damn word. It's her baby girl's name.
Good enough.
Your mother seems like she's a good sport. Is that where you got your sense of humor?
She is a real goofball, yes. And my grandfather, her father, was as well. So I grew up around two wacky people.
What was your grandfather's name?
His name was Martin Maginot, but we called him Papa, or Sir. And
what?
Yes.
Was he knighted?
No, but the story, I guess, was he went to a car lot with my uncle when my uncle was little, and they were, you know, buttering him up, and they're like, oh, yes, sir, no, sir, anything you want, sir. And my uncle went home and told all his friends, like, call my dad, sir. And it stuck until he was 95 years old. We all called him sir. And when I would go to restaurants when I was little, and they'd say, here, what would you like, sir? I'd be like, how do you know his name?
That's funny. So he was a character, I
Oh,
assume.
yeah. He was well under 5 feet tall.
Well under 5 feet
Well,
tall.
I'm not tall, and I could rest my chin on the top of his head. Yes.
Wow.
And he loved the ladies, and the ladies loved him.
They did?
Oh, yeah. He was so non-threatening, and he was really really charming, and I think one of his favorite things about his height was that he would hit women right about here. Yeah, and he really enjoyed slow dancing.
Oh, interesting. Whoa, what a little pervert, your grandfather. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. I hope there are a lot of well-endowed women in heaven just circling him right now.
Just rubbing up against him, yeah.
Just having the time of his life.
When you were in school, did you take a cue from him? I had a funny grandfather. It made me feel like it was okay to be like that.
I was always very much myself, which is also probably why I didn't have a lot of friends. But I would say and speak my mind, and I developed a real interest in sketch comedy when I was a kid, and would learn and perform Monty Python sketches in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
I was one of those nerds.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we go over real well Monday morning homeroom.
It's especially weird when it's a girl, that does the Monty Python things.
Yeah, Ministry of Silly Walks was bombing.
And you seem far too young to be doing the Monty Python. Even when in my grade, it seemed like that was somebody's older brother teaching.
Oh, my childhood crush, I'm not kidding, was Cary Grant.
So you're like an old lady automatically, right there.
Yes.
Now, your character in Community is kind of a party girl, a drinker. Is that true to what you are?
I've never had a drink in my life.
So then, no.
So then, yes, no, yeah.
You never had a drink?
Yeah, yes. No, yes.
By the way, at least 80% of the people clapping are drunk right now. Guillermo, our security guard is drunk right now.
Well, yeah, the irony is even greater because that tiny grandfather owned a brewery. So
He did?
Yes, I come from a beer family and I've never had a drink.
Oh, is any particular reason for
You know,
that?
there might be a connection one could draw between a family that owns a brewery and a later generation's decision not to drink. I don't know. You can figure it out for yourself.
They say it stunts your growth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow, so does that make it difficult for you? Or do you
Yeah, exactly. On Community, my character likes to drink. I used to play a lot of wayward girls, my mom liked to say, who would drink and do a lot of drugs. So I have to sort of pull people around me as to what's it like to have a hangover. And I draw everyone in, crew, cast members, and I'm like, okay, sensitivity to light, got it. Okay, slight nausea, okay, got it. And then when all else fails, I just spin around in a circle right before a take.
Well, that's pretty much it. Speaking of, you mentioned girls, the show Girls,
Yes.
which I always watch. Your character did a terrible thing. What's your character's name? Mimi Rose Howard?
Mimi Rose Howard.
Yeah. That's a great name.
Hey, yeah, Lena just really set me up to be a villain with that name.
Yeah, and you stole Adam from
Yes,
Hannah, and
Yeah, people love me on this show.
Yeah, this made Hannah homeless, really.
I took her apartment, I took her man, and we tore down the wall between her bedroom and the other one. Yeah, I'm a real jerk face.
Do you know Lena? Is that
my friend actually produced Tiny Furniture, Lena's first film, so I met her years ago. But how I got this job was a real New York story. I was walking down the street and I saw a film crew in the back of my head. I was like, oh, maybe it's Lena. And sure enough, it was girls shooting, and I saw Jenny Connor, who runs the show with her. She saw me through the window, waved, and was like, come on in. It's like, oh, okay. And I'm saying hi to Andrew Reynolds and people I'd met before. And Jenny goes, we've actually been thinking about you for a part. I was like, oh, really? Oh, that would be awesome. Okay. And it's like, okay, leaving, get a call from my agents. So Girls is talking. I was like, I already know. It's just on set. Talking to Andrew. And I said hi to Allison.
They weren't just being nice. They had actually made the call in advance.
And then, weeks later, there I am playing Mimi Rose Howard.
Yeah. I hope you're paying yourself commission. Well, it's very good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Girls, Community, The Hot Tub Time Machine. Girls is on HBO Sunday nights at 9. Gillian Jacobs, everybody. We'll be right back. We'll grab some flats.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world. The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T.